Hey guys, welcome back to some more Guild of Guardians. In today's video, I am super excited because we are going to be talking and walking through some new heroes. Now, when it comes to the Guardians themselves, we are lacking support heroes. This is something we've actually talked about quite a bit before. So when it comes to the support class, and especially when it comes to free-to-play heroes that you can summon, we are lacking them, and we are lacking them in a really big way. Even looking here at Tavros, which is a founder hero, very, very expensive to acquire. And of course, when it comes to healing, does work incredibly well. But then you start running through the heroes such as Grizel. Again, support as ult works pretty well. Healing, not really there. Even looking at Flix, again, overall healing, not really there. Oxalis, the exact same, has a little bit of support healing, not really there. Aquarius, again, has some immunity, which can be kind of niche in a few formations, but overall the support for these heroes and the ability to literally just straight up here to heal like Tavros are really lacking. And then of course, when you start getting into some of the rare heroes, we are not seeing them really with the output as well. Now, of course, they are going to be coming to the summons, and they're going to be coming, and I believe it is going to be limited. Again, just looking where they are, it is going to be limited summons. This is the reason why I've said, and I've said it for a considerable amount of time, why you have to save your calling crystals. Now, of course, the only way that you can get this, and they're very, very expensive, is either buying them in the shop, which again, super expensive if you're going ahead and you're buying some of the premium ones in the shop to do your summon. So you'll see here they're $5.99 for the calling crystals, but the one place you can get them is, of course, the guild store. Right here, I buy these in really the calling crystals. The 25 calling crystals that you've seen that I already do have are ones that I bought out of here. So again, looking at the ability to pull these out, and I really wish they need to pop these into the guild store. I would love to see a lot more summons, especially because we have so many guild tokens. I would love to see the summons in here as well, which would be an absolute game changer. So let's hop over. Want to take a look at these two new heroes and really break down what they're going to be bringing to Guild of Guardians. All right, guys, so here we are, the Force of Nature, August 14th. So we do have another week for these. Answering the call, the Formidable Guardians, Jadey and Callisto, Protector of the Realm. So as you can see right off the bat, Jadey is kind of a healer, kind of a support. I'm assuming that the hero is going to come and support. Is a Terra hero, but is legendary. This is something that will be an absolute game changer. And of course, when we seen the new mage on Tamarucho, the new mage, and of course the new tank, I believe it was a tank that they released last time. Two new heroes we got, very, very disappointing. I'm not really seeing utility going anywhere, but if they have a really strong buffing healing hero that is coming in here, what it looks like what Jadey is going to be, definitely going to be a game changer. So even here, Terra support keeper intelligence, that's what we were looking for. I haven't looked through, I haven't really broke down these heroes, but as you can see, we have a keeper, we have Terra, we have support. All of those go hand in hand. Then of course, intelligence. Let's look at these skills. So looking at the bottom down here, all things that grow, create a flower field under the foremost positioned ally that removes curse, continuously restoring HP to allies within it. Every second HP equal to the attack is restored, lasts 6 seconds. So all things grow, I believe, is going to be the ultimate ability, which means good news for us, because if this is position based, it is going to be able to drop this where your tanks are, where the heroes that really need the healing the most are going to be at. Pollen, the target the lowest HP and restores HP to 90% of the attack every second while removing poison. So thinking PvP, so we have the ability to heal, removing curses. Pollen gives us the ability to heal, removes poison. Sweet Dreams deals the target for this enemy 200% of the attack rating as magic damage, causes them to sleep. Okay, so now with Sweet Dreams, we are adding a crowd control aspect in there, which I definitely like if the target will awaken if taking damage. But overall, to stop or shut down a team, that could make a big difference. And then, of course, Nature's Veil. Enemies that attack Jadey have their attack and attack speed reduced by 2% for 6 seconds. That I don't really like that much, because I don't know if it's going to be ranged or if this is a hero that is going to have somewhat kind of the tanking ability, that you're going to have the ability to actually have this hero being attacked or attacked by multiple enemies to actually get up the attack and the attack speed reduction. Because if you see, it can stack up to 5 times. So we're looking at a 10% reduction. And I don't know if it's going to roll over where it can kind of have the infinite buff where, you know, it's not going to stack to 5, 6 seconds, drops off to 0. Don't know. We're going to have to see exactly what it looks at. And of course, we'll check out the next hero in just a minute. But how to summon calling crystals. This is the reason why I said save your calling crystals. The Immutable Passport, which of course, visit Erie's store, you're going to be able to purchase prayers to get them. And then the secondary market, of course, this hero is going to be popping up in Token Trove, and there are some links down below, so you can definitely check these out, guys. Now, the other hero, the secondary hero that we're looking at is an assassin. Now, very, very interesting, because right now, when you start thinking of assassins, there's really only one, which is Decidra, that players do build at all. All of the other heroes, honestly, as a free-to-play player, it is the absolute best one. So I'm hoping that this hero is going to bring a lot to the game itself and really give us a reason to build the hero. And I'm thinking the skills are down here, which they are. By locate, disappears and creates 4 clones that attack each enemy once, which is very similar to what Ashwin does, prioritizing enemies under the effect of Water Blade, which we'll look at in just a minute. Each attack deals 130% of attack as physical damage. Okay, so tanks trying to get through that. Don't know exactly where the clones are going to be built. Then, of course, Water Blade targets the nearest enemy, prioritizing intelligence guardians. Very cool. So that is going to have and really give you the ability to take out those very, very heavy support heroes that are intelligence, or those very heavy casters that are the damage dealers, dealing 150% of attack as physical damage, reducing their crit and critical damage. Can stack, it doesn't say how many times, lasts for 10 seconds and can be stacked. That might be an absolute, again, kind of thinking of the PvP aspect, that could be something that is going to shut down players. And then any damage that exceeds 6% of the max HP is additionally reduced by 30%. Now, remember also, these are the baselines. I don't know, when you start looking at the ultimate ability and when you start looking at level 2, level 3, level 4, we might see these go up exponentially depending on how they're kind of built. So this really could make a big difference. And of course, what we see with Ashwin is right here, guys. It is the ability of the survival. So when I've used Ashwin, and I kind of speak from experience here, but a lot of times when I used Ashwin would get absolutely toasted. When they went on the enemy side, we would just see the hero kind of get disintegrated. But thinking of combinations with this and really running heroes like this that are going to go front line is if you're combining a hero like Jadey that is going to heal and offer an AoE, essentially the area of effect, heal over on the enemy side where the tanks are. If you're running 1 or 2 tanks with an assassin, this hero is going to be absolutely pivotal because you can have the healing spring over there while clearing out the curses, clearing out the poison. It is going to make a big difference with this hero. I think the impact is going to be here for this hero, which unfortunately, like I said, when it came to the last hero, the impact was not really there. Now, another thing to note is with the pullback, with the Guild of Guardians, with the cryptocurrencies, all in general, they are very, very cheap right now. If you're looking to buy any of the Guardians, if you wanted to pick them up, the price of ETH we know has pulled back dramatically. Most of the purchases on the secondary market are in Ethereum. So if you are looking to buy some of the heroes, now might be the time. I believe even looking at some of them, that heroes were like 40 cents, 60 cents for some of the rare heroes. I know, of course, legendary founder heroes, stuff like that are going to be a little bit more expensive. But again, looking at the heroes in here, they are based on Ethereum. So if Ethereum does a pullback, they do get relatively cheap, which is a good time to pick them up. And they talk about buying the dip. It is kind of the exact same thing on the secondary market. When you're looking at crypto games and when you're looking at a lot of things, yes, you can absolutely buy the dip. And I'd be pretty interested to see how the prayers, I don't think it's going to run out or they're going to really advertise it like Tomeo, where you can just literally buy the hero over there, or you have a percentage, or they might just do it through the altar where, again, you can purchase some of the Guardians, some of the new Guardians to buy at the altar. Again, we're going to have to see exactly how that looks. But I am super excited to see both of these Guardians. Very excited to see Jadey because of the Terra support. Really going to make a difference. And again, when you think of Aquitus, when you think of Flex, when you think a lot of heroes, having the ability to get the hero and being able to get the hero. And I don't hope, and I really do hope that it comes to the regular summons so we can get some copies of these heroes to actually build them out. So, all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the 2 new heroes. And as always, thank you guys for watching.